It's
That's it. As soon as he does that, I say he's such an arsehole.
What do you mean?
But to be fair, I can't. I'm not disagreeing. Like the
the
stuff.
time just flew by. Honestly,
No.
I
Mate.
had so much fun. That
Jordan, you brought the fire.
Yeah, man. It's a really good
I don't feel
episode.
like I really
that was.
said much, but it was fun.
Sam,
The thing is,
please
anything
make
longer than an
episode,
hour, people, you
whatever
know what it's
do.
like.
Yeah, it's an hour's good. Yeah.
Yeah, we try and keep it to less than an hour most of the time. It's just
Yeah.
I have to make special considerations for important guests. Jordan, did you fly first class to?
Ryanair, mate. Crying air.
Really?
30 quid. Yeah.
Oh,
I tell you what, it
quid,
cost
you
me-
can't go wrong with that.
Cost me £93 to get a taxi home last night from Stansted Airport to my house. It's half an hour because all the Uber drivers were like not
site.
wanting to take an Uber X because the price wasn't high enough. So I had to go for an Uber executive one, and it cost me 93 quid. It cost me more than like 2 return flights to Sicily.
Yeah. That's the thing with Ryanair. To go back home for me, £7.99 one way, £7.99 back, and then I'm spending £45 on a cab there and then £45 on a cab back.
Yeah.
So,
It's mad.
Jordan, do you know where Kimmy's from?
Yeah. Wait. I do know.
The hood.
Albania,
Close. Lithuania.
Lithuania. Oh, okay. My cab driver last night was from Romania, and his girlfriend was Lithuanian, but she'd just dumped him, and he spent the whole journey home.
I promise that
telling
was
me
not
about
me.
how he'd broken up with his girlfriend because she'd been flirting with the gym instructor.
That is
What
definitely
an
Kimmy.
interesting story.
That's definitely
No.
Kimmy.
No.
No,
Actually, she did look a little bit similar.
no. Do you know what it is? I tried to have a Kimmy dating segment, but she won't let me.
Do you know what? Because it changes too fast, too quick. It's
It's just good. It's good. It's good viewing, though, man. Jordan, what are you up to
Good viewing.
tonight now?
What's the time? 9 o'clock. I don't
Love
know. I
Island.
probably should. The trouble is, I've got back from holiday. I tried to switch off from work for a while, and now I've got back, and my task list is just insane. So I'm basically, Lisa's not here. She's gone to France to visit her family for 10 days. So
Have you
I'm
got
on
a
my
French wife
Todd.
then?
Yes. Yeah.
Jordan's laying it down as well. He's got a French
Yeah.
wife. He's got a successful business. Most famous YouTube electrician.
Yeah, she's great. She holds up the fort. She's like she's amazing. But yeah, she hasn't seen her family for a year and a half. She's not seen her dad since, and he's like 86.
Oh.
So she's spending a bit of time with them. But I would have had to go and self-isolate there for 10 days if I went, so I couldn't do it, unfortunately. So I'm here working. I'm just trying to catch up and plow through a load of stuff while she's away. So
Listen, I'm going to speak on behalf of the team. I'm really appreciative that you jumped on. I know
Yeah, man.
we got a bad rep, but I hope we done you proud tonight. Going to cut out.
it's just, your rep has just gone through the roof now.
That's it.
Well, no,
Sounds like a sang
No,
band.
I've been enjoying what you guys have been doing the last couple of months, so that's why I wanted to come on, because the podcast is
picking up, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's good. It's interesting.
Mate,
it's entertaining.
it's
So.
literally, like, honestly, the podcast has been the slowest growing thing of all time.
But that's the
Honestly,
thing. Yeah.
only a mental person would do what I've done to get it to where it is today.
What is the stats out of interest? Like how many?
Bollocks.
Yeah, nothing.
But you got to think, like, there's a whole hour of people talking. So it's like loyal fans, because they come back every Monday
Yes.
and they will message me personally and each other about everything. They are literally obsessed with, and they're very, very loyal fans. You know what I mean?
So, for instance, last week, now I called it Nick Bundy's Big Hitters, yeah, because it was Davo and Luke. You know, that's like a cool lineup.
Yeah.
I was mentally stressed out last week. I literally had nothing in me to do another podcast.
Yeah.
And that's done 1,500 views in one day 15 hours, which is quite a good one for us. And
is that on just on YouTube though? And then
on YouTube that's done 1,500 views. We've got 2,400 subs, which has been quite good this month. But even so, just being honest, nothing tired. So if we look at all time, 78,000 downloads, audio. So of all the podcasts we've ever done, 78,000, which again, tough. That's not a lot. It's not a lot.
It's a funny thing, podcasts. I think it's like you said to me in that message the other day, it is a labour of love, really, because
it is.
I mean, I suppose in a way it's not as much work as doing YouTube videos because you're not having to do all the heavy editing and planning and filming on site and stuff. You could just sit in your office and talk for an hour and then kind of chuck it together. Yes. But actually growing it is quite hard, I guess. Like
it's almost stagnant all of the time.
Well, this is where it benefit getting me involved, wouldn't it, Sam? Because I could push it a bit more my end.
And he hasn't
bring people over.
He hasn't done. I pay him handsomely, and he does nothing.
What happened to Sparks Fly, Nick? Because you did that.
I've just run out. I just don't have any time.
Yeah,
I've still got it there, and I want to use it. Yeah. I just don't have. Like tonight, it's the first. I've not put a video out. I got back from work literally at 5 minutes to 8, and I got it set up, and I forgot to busy my daughter's birthday over the weekend. I hadn't had any time, and it's the first Tuesday I've not put a video out in like 2 years. So it said it'll go out tomorrow, and then I've got one out for Friday, but I'm too busy.
You do 2 a week.
It's tough. It is tough.
Yeah, I've done 2 a week now for over a year, 2 a week without fail, sometimes 3 if I've got an extra one. But it's just, you know what it's like, John. It just never fucking stops. The moment you think, oh, I've got 2, 3 ahead, you use it, and then you've had no jobs to film, and then I've got to find 2 or 3 again. And it was great when I was doing the unit videos because I could film 4 in a day, and I've got a backlog, and then got a bit of relaxing space between jobs, and then. But now it's like, fuck me, I need to find something to film because I don't. It's not the end of the world. I just don't want to miss a week because I just feel like I let myself down. I've done it for so long and so well.
Yeah.
You miss one, you go, well, there you go. It's the start of missing them.
Yeah, you want to just keep that momentum going, don't you? Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same, but it is hard. Even just like time to do the thumbnails and stuff like that. Like recently, I've actually got someone who's just doing the thumbnails for us because I was spending probably like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours a week just making thumbnails.
Really? Finding the right picture and the right title. Because it matters so much.
The right thumbnail, and that takes a lot of planning and time.
You know, I wanted to see if.
So wait, did you guys just learn all of that from trial and error?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that. Okay.
I'm watching lots of YouTube videos about how to make YouTube videos.
How to get 100k subscribers in a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what as well? I wanted to see if I was just terrible at YouTube. So I started the Fat Sam channel. Now, it's evolved into Fat Sam Electrical where I've started vlogging. Like, I'm quite limited to what I can vlog. If I get caught vlogging on site, they'll probably moan and I'll probably get booted off. So I'm quite limited. I had a really good job for a while where they didn't mind. I was setting up tripods and everything. They didn't give a fuck. But so Fat Sam Electrical, I started about 3 months ago, wasn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
And I wanted to see, am I just terrible at YouTube? Like, am I the problem with Monday Club? Is that why it's not growing? So
yeah, you know what? It might be your personality.
Definitely
People
not.
see and you're like, oh, not this guy.
Definitely not.
I'm joking.
Right. You better wind your neck.
Because you're like Marmite. A lot of people hate you, but a lot of people love you.
How very dare you? Anyway, so I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 0 effort into a vlogging channel. Like, honestly, my videos take a half an hour to record and produce and put online. I have a strict rule. Some have taken a little bit more where I've messed about a bit, but generally my YouTube channel takes half an hour per video, and it grew so much faster than podcast. So
people love to just be a fly on the wall and watch someone working. You know, it's so powerful, really, because like all these people in college, they're I think I was listening to Gary Older's podcast the other day, and he was saying about it.
You're banned now.
No, he was saying about the whole like, do we learn to do how to do the job at college? And you don't really, because you're just working on a board,
No.
So people being able to basically look over your shoulder and see how you do stuff in the real world is just so powerful.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think what your guys' channels have done is sort of shrink the industry. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's now not this sacred knowledge, because you know how funny Sparks can be about sharing a little
letting
bit of
secrets out. Yeah,
and
it's not like that anymore.
Nonsense. It's like, we're not wizards. It's not Hogwarts. Like,
I'm
the
a
muggles
wizard.
can learn. Do you know what I mean? I'm really funny about it, and like Nick to a lesser extent, but for me, I'll put up a mistake. I'll put up, and I know you have done, Jordan, and I know
you have to, otherwise it's not real.
I know you get called out. You get called out a lot. People criticizing, and the thing is when you put like when David Savory fucked up. Do you remember?
The SPD, and he put the SPD in the wrong distance from it. Yeah,
and he went back and he had to relearn what he thought he knew. Now, let's be honest, ain't none of us going to challenge David Savory on technical knowledge. He's a beast. Up, and then he put it out and he went, do you know what? I've actually really learned from this situation, and that was so powerful. And I think you do the same, Jordan. Like, if you fuck up, I bet half the videos that you've been called out for, you knew you fucked up anyway.
Yeah, of course. You just like, you learn from it. I mean, like you say, like, we're not wizards. Nobody's perfect. And what is so powerful and valuable about YouTube is it's sort of collective shared knowledge, because you put a video out and then you get several hundred people commenting like, oh, I would have done it this way, or what about this, or you could have used that tool or whatever. And it's like, suddenly you are expanding your horizons massively, because you're seeing things from a viewpoint that you would never see if you were just working by yourself or with one other spark.
I find it fascinating.
I think as well as like with making mistakes. So when I've watched Adam make mistakes, I just let him do it and he learns from it. But people can watch us make mistakes, so when they come to it, they won't. So it's almost like they've already done the trial and error by watching ourselves.